Hello and welcome to the Facebook offices here in London and on facebook.com/Noel Gallagher Music. We're here for a very, very special Q&A and an exclusive announcement with one of the most important, significant and talented songwriters this country has ever produced. Is that all right?
I guess so.
There's been a lot of gossip and rumour about exactly what this announcement is going to be, so I'm not going to blather anymore. I'm just going to say, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. Noel Gallagher. How you doing?
I'm pretty good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So this is the first interview you have given about what exactly? Let's make the exclusive announcement.
Well, this will not come as a shock to anyone. Probably, I have got an album coming out.
Hey,
yeah,
come on!
I got stuff coming out, tours and records and, all that kind of thing, soon.
Okay, so the album, Chasing Yesterday, March 2nd. Yeah, the title, Chasing Yesterday. I mean, let's just start with the most obvious question.
Yeah.
Does that mean you're looking back?
No, that means that effectively it doesn't really have a title because I couldn't really come up with a title for it, and every time I did come up with a title for it, somebody close to me would go, that's shit, innit? And it wasn't. I literally came up with it maybe last week, I think, and it's a line from one of the songs. But it'll do for now, Well, I have to do for now. If I could change it now, I would change it.
Did you have any awful working titles?
No, I don't know. Dark Side of the Room. Wheat is Murder.
Yeah, Chasing Yesterday's all right, I think.
Yeah, title's a title, isn't it? It's like, not really... It's about the tunes, isn't it, I think, at the end of the day.
So the first solo record, Noel Gallagher's High Flying Bird, #1 record. Did you say it a lot better than you thought it was going to do?
Yeah.
So was there the expectation of having to follow up a big success?
Well, yeah, I guess, because on the first record you're kind of into the unknown, so you don't really know what's going. I mean, you kind of got a fair idea what's going to happen, but you don't really know how you're going to be perceived, or I didn't know how I was going to perceive it. And of course, the second time round, you've done it all before, and you've seen who your fans are, and you know what kind of gigs you're going to be doing and what you're up against. So it's different in that sense, yeah. And and I've never really been involved in 2 successful albums in a row, because
I don't know.
Well, no, not really. I mean, no. After, in the '90s, I think, like after Morning Glory, we blew the one after that, and then I don't know. It just doesn't. I don't seem to react to success very well.
Is this the self-sabotage record? Is this the one where it all goes
No,
wrong?
no, not at all. I don't know. I don't know. It's a. Like I say, when you know what your audience is, or maybe what's expected of you, it's not. It's different, you know what I mean? You're entering it in a different headspace, man.
You say headspace. It's a different sounding record.
That's the space in between your head.
It's a different sounding album, isn't it?
Well, I guess if you were to you could take a pair of tracks and play them today, and you would think you could take 2 particular tracks and you think, fucking hell, he's gone insane, what's he done there? Then you could take another 2 tracks and think, well, it sounds like a rock and roll album. Or you could take another 2 different tracks and think, well, that sounds a bit disco. So it's very eclectic, and yeah, I don't really think it's either one album or it's one kind of thing or another. I think it's great. I think it's good though. I think it's great.
Because you produced it yourself, haven't you? For the first time, this is your baby. Totally.
Yeah.
You don't sound.
Yeah.
How was that experience?
I didn't like it, to be honest. I would, because I'd taken it to my producer, who'd worked with me for the last 10 years, and for whatever reason, he didn't do it. No, he didn't want to do it, or he couldn't do it. And I went to see about 4 producers in the end, and at varying stages of the work. When Dave didn't want to do it, I kind of went back in the studio and did a bit more work on the demos just because I had nothing better to do. And And then I won't name the names, I went to see somebody else, and then they didn't want to do it. And then the further it was going on, every time I seen a producer, they would say, look, it's already finished.
Okay.
So they didn't want to get involved, because producers like to get involved from the ground up, you see. So then it was a case of, you know, really starting again with it. And I enjoyed the freedom of it, but I didn't enjoy the kind of managing the sessions. I mean, I'm used to sitting, you know, in a studio and saying to people, so what are we doing today? You know, but I've got now people in the studio turning around to me in one of those swivel chairs and going, so what are we doing today? And I'm like, I don't know. You know, I didn't know where I was with it from one end of the week to the next. And of course, doing it in London, I'm kind of out all the time as well. You know what I mean? It was. I mean, the end product is great also, but it was a pain in the arse, I've got to say.
And what's the first track that's going to be taken off it? What's the first single?
The first single was the last thing that was done for it. It's called "In the Heat of the Moment," and that's about it. Doesn't really mean a great deal. I don't know. It is called "In the Heat of the Moment," but is it great? Of course it is. What does it mean? It don't mean anything. Will you love it? Yes, you will.
We've actually got the single artwork up, actually, if you want a bit of a look at it.
The artwork is fucking brilliant.
Yeah.
Look at this. Look at that.
Here we go. So I saw this and I was like, oh, that's some sort of computer-generated thing, but it's not, is it?
No, so that's a real distorted photograph, yeah. I was, it'll all become apparent when you see the album stuff. But it's red and it's blue in it, and I'm on it, so, you know. Looking bored. I do like it, though, I've got to say. I do like it. It looks like I've got a crazy haircut there, but that's just a shadow, I can assure you. It looks like I've got a flat top, doesn't it?
And you thought you'd keep the High Flying Birds name?
Yeah, you know, when I started doing this thing, my plan was to change it with every album. So, you know, everything I did was going to be called Noel Gallagher's Something Else. But unfortunately, I couldn't come up with a something else. And that kind of sounded pretty cool. Yeah. And it took me so long to come up with that, I thought, I'm not fucking changing it again. So, I'm stuck with it now. But I kind of like it, yeah. The only other thing is possibly open for me is to ditch the High Flying Birds, maybe, and go to my name, but I'll stick with that for now, I think. Is
that maybe a little bit of fear in being seen?
Fear of my own name?
No, just being a solo artist.
Only my children have fear of that. No, I like my name. I'm not scared of it anyway. I'm not scared of it. I'll kick its fucking head in if it ever starts. What do you mean?
I mean, being, you know, putting yourself just as a solo artist.
No, not really. I mean, you know, if say this was to bomb, what am I going to do? Blame the backing band?
Blame the backing.
Fucking High Flying Bird idiots.
Yeah.
I never got you in. No. My name's in the brackets after every song, so it's not fear of that. I just, you know, I mean, I said it last time out. I don't really think my name's very showbiz. Do you know what I mean? If I was called like Noel Stardust or something, you know, or Matt Everett even, you know.
Yeah, hardly.
Yeah. Well, that's as showbiz as it gets. You know. But no, it's not fear of my own name. That's probably a medical condition, isn't it?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Should we hear a bit of the track? This is a bit of a world exclusive. Do you want to hear some of the song?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Here we go.
Which bit is it?
The single.
No, which bit of the song is it?
Just drop me in for the
I was
gap.
thinking at the beginning.
Sound of the road cracking on your neck. They tell me
very awkward moment, that
That
one.
was a little bit awkward.
A very awkward moment.
Is it nice having it finally out there? Could you say, you know, that it's been ready for a while?
I finished it months ago. Yeah, I finished it actually the day after the World Cup final. I finished it, and I've been because I started it I got really restless after the last tour, and I was meant to have quite a bit of time off, and I didn't. I was kind of doing my head in being at home. So, if you're watching Sarah, I didn't mean being at home with you or the kids. That's, you know, that's the best part about it. But I got bored, so I kind of went and started it early, and I thought it'd take longer than it did, and I finished it early. So I've been kind of sat on it for a while. It's burning a hole in my pocket at the minute.
Well, you mentioned tour dates. You're going to be going on
I
tour
didn't mention tour dates.
as well. Shall I do these?
Yeah. Where am I going?
Okay. Noel Gallagher, UK and Ireland tour dates, March 2015. 3rd of March, Belfast Odyssey Arena. 4th, Dublin 3 Arena. 6th, Nottingham Capital FM Arena. 7th, Glasgow SECC Hydro. 9th, Manchester Arena. 10th, O2 Arena in London.
They've all just sold out.
Just now. European dates, 12th, Paris Zenith. 14th, Milan Fabrique. Oh, this is in March as well. 16th, Berlin Max Schmeling Hall. Thank you. 17th, Copenhagen Store Vega. 19th, Dusseldorf Mitsubishi Electric Hall. 20th, Utrecht, Tivoli Vandenberg. And 22nd, Brussels Ancien Belgique.
Yeah.
Is that all right?
I don't know.
Those tour dates are going to be up on Facebook at the moment and on Noel's website. But it's not just about me yakking on. It's about the people here who've got some questions to ask. So what we're going to do, we're going to take some questions from the audience for you.
Yes, well.
And a bit we'll take some
Unless, of course, they've got any for you.
I don't think so. Here we go. Names out of a hat. Old school.
Wow. I thought they were M&Ms.
Sorry?
I thought they were M&Ms that were put down there.
Only brown ones. Right on them. Here we go.
Jamie
James.
Wade. Jamie Wade.
Jamie Wade. Jamie, where are you, son? There we go. Hand up. Take the microphone. Hey.
Question was.
Mic one up quickly.
Hi, how you doing?
I'm all right.
Any of the new tracks going to appear in the Oasis reunion set?
One question in. One question. One question.
What reunion? What reunion set? Am I missing out something here? What does that mean? Say that again. Do any of these new tracks
Yeah.
appear in the
New Oasis in the Oasis reunion? When it happens, I was being.
When is it happening?
You tell me.
You seem to know a lot more about it than I do. When is it? Give us a shout on it, so I'll give you my number when you.
All right, I'll let you know.
Sorry.
Go on then. I mean, one question, that's not bad to get that question.
Yeah, well, let's
I
get
mean,
it out of the way.
Get it done.
Emma Dunn.
Emma. At the back there. Hi, Emma. How you doing? What's your question for Noel?
Hiya. Just wondered, your best songs, do they just pop into your head and you have to write them down there and then? Or do you have to, is it a slow process? You have to sit in a studio?
The majority of the most famous ones, they come quite quick. But then there's been a few that have taken quite a while, like Rock and Roll Star took quite a bit to write. So there's not really any set rule, but generally speaking, the quicker they come, the more memorable they are, I think.
With this new album, I mean, was there... Because it is, from what I've heard of it, the tracks are quite different. You know, there's as you say, there's a bit of psychedelic feel to it. Is that kind of digging in deep and working hard at taking songs to somewhere different? Space jazz was a word that was used.
Yeah, unfortunately, yes, I've gone there. I know it's a fucking black day, I've got to say, but I know when I write a song, it kind of evokes some kind of mood, and then I just follow that. Really, I don't really set out to make any particular kind of record, or you know. And some songs, yes, they fucking do have saxophones on them. Saxophone solos. Yeah, you're going to love it, by the way. It's not in any way... Don't think of Spandau Ballet. No. Think of... I don't know what to think of. Pink Floyd. Think of Pink Floyd.
It's quite a Pink Floyd sax sound.
Yeah. And but I kind of they kind of evoke some kind of feeling, and I guess with producing it myself, I just followed it, and you know, you've got a picture of it in your head somewhere, and sometimes you're not really sure of what that picture is or what the sound is, but you get there, and I'm lucky enough to have worked with the same engineer on my demos for like years now, maybe approaching 15 years, and he's got a good understanding of what I'm on about, even if I don't. And his twin brother is drums in my band, and he can drum anything, so I'm pretty lucky to have worked with those two. And yeah, but I think people will like it. I hope they like it anyway. I think they will.
It'd be useful.
It'd be handy if they bought it and then didn't like it. Yeah.
As long as they buy it, doesn't matter.
As long as you buy it, then you can fucking hate it for all I care, I don't care.
Next name.
Nick.
There you go. Well pronounced. Hey, Nick.
Hey, Noel. Do you ever write lyrics or a few chords and think that sounds too Oasis and throw it away, or has nothing ever changed about your songwriting methods?
Well, when I was in Oasis, I used to think that all the time. Yeah. I don't. Well, no.
Three-word answer.
And even if I did, it wouldn't stop me. If it was a great song, it wouldn't stop me from writing it. There's a song on this record that's taken me 23 years to finish.
Which was that?
Some of these will know it. It is called Lock All the Doors, and I gave a bit of it away to the Chemical Brothers in the 90s when we did Setting Sun, and I always meant to finish it off, and I could never. Every time I would, be writing songs, I'd think, I must try and finish that. I could never get. I kept the chorus, but I could never find a way of getting the verse to tie in with this chorus. And one afternoon, I was coming out of the Tesco Metro from where I live in Maida Vale,
right. And
I don't know what it was. It just hit me, just coming around the corner, just by the boots, and it just came to me in a flash of inspiration. And it's taken. This song called "Lock All the Doors" was never released by Oasis. It's a very old. It's from 1993, but the chorus was so fucking brilliant that I never gave up on it. So no, I don't really think things sound too Oasis.
Just a quick question. I got a Columbia 12-inch white label demo by my feet that I picked up in a record shop in Cornwall in 1993.
What the fuck was he doing all the way down there?
I don't know, it got there, man. But before you go, will you fulfil a 21-year ambition I've had for you to squiggle on it?
No.
I've tried a couple of times before and you've legged it.
More the point, if we ever see you outside sort of Tesco's and Boots...
leave me alone.
It means you're trying to get a song bit right.
Right, this surname sounds like, it looks like a registration plate to me, so give me... Stephanie... Is anybody going to own up to this surname? What does that say? Is it upside down? No.
Stephanie... Hulp. There we go. She's there.
How'd you say it?
It's a German name, Holpe.
Of course it is.
It makes you want to cry. Is it on the record?
Yeah, it's not. It's never been. Yes, it's never been called that. It's called "The Dying of the Light." And
what's this?
It's a song that one of this mob bootlegged over the last. I'd say it's been on the internet for about. I did it on a sound check during the last tour, and somebody taped it and put it up on the internet. And I thought, I'll leave it there, And it's been, been played quite a few times. And well, as with these things, they always get the title wrong, and they call it "It Makes Me Want to Cry," which is a shit title for a song. And unless, of course, it's a song about an onion, but it isn't, obviously. It's called "The Dying of the Light," which is a fucking brilliant title for a song. There. So yes, it is on the album. Yes. Thanks for asking.
How do you feel about when stuff from maybe sound checks pops up online, or stuff maybe in a demo form?
If it's shit, I would have it removed. But as luck would have it,
the internet closed down.
But no, not that I would have the internet removed. But as luck would have it, this particular version of it was brilliant. So I left it there for people to enjoy. It was only an acoustic thing anyway. Do you know what I mean? The finished version is far more grandiose affair.
Go for it. Next name.
David Ardle.
David Ardle, there you go, front row. Hey, David.
Now you're using the internet, do you read through fan comments as well as know what's out there?
Not particularly, no. If somebody says to me, "Fucking hell, you seen that thing on the internet about you, that guy calling you a cunt? I'll read that. But I think no good can come of that. Do you know what I mean? Unless you tell me, unless every comment is saying that I am probably one of the top 5 human beings in the world, there's probably no point in me reading it.
I'm asking if you would adopt them as well. There's a lot
Adopt one?
Yeah, there's a lot of questions saying, would you adopt them? A lot of people...
Adopt a question?
No, adopt...
This is fucking
Adopt
bizarre.
fans.
Adopt a fan?
Yeah.
As a child?
I mean, they don't have to be a child, they could be an adult, you know. You've probably got room in the house.
I don't know. Do you want to ask me, this is what you want?
You adopt me now.
Are you short? Are you short of a parent or two? Are you up for adoption?
I am now.
I don't think. Yeah. Well, then the answer is a resounding no. Of course, I've got 3 children, and to be quite frank, I'm trying to get rid of one of those. So. Don't tell anyone I said that.
Another question. This is great. Who's next?
Owen Dryden.
Owen Dryden. Hi, Owen.
Thank you. Hello. I've got to stand up. Okay.
Stand up. There we go.
I know what you're talking to me.
My apologies. You two infamously released their album for free through iTunes. Would you do something like that, or?
Good question.
No, because my records in particular cost too much fucking money to make to be kind of giving them away for free.
Cool.
Yeah.
So
I'd really rather not get into it, to be honest.
it does sort of seem to be there's this sort of trend at the moment for, like, you know, these big albums being given away for free, or people sort of trying to do sort of unconventional kind of this album appears out of nowhere, and you've done.
Well, people that do that tend to hide behind the ambiguity of, it may have, this many people may have downloaded it, and it may have been this, and it may have been that. I prefer my bands that make a record, fucking put it on the counter, stick your chest out, fucking stand behind it, and let it die or fall by its merits. You know, that's the way I work, and it's the way I always will work. And if anything, I'm going to fucking put the prices up of my records. Never mind giving them away for free.
Brother Bowl, next question.
Wow. This is actually a member of the Star Trek crew. This is,
This is incredible.
James Kirk.
Yay!
Yes.
All right, Captain?
You right? How hard is it now to keep like a project secret compared to 20 years ago with social media and stuff?
It's easy.
Well, you say that, you know, people, all you got to do is spotted walking somewhere holding a guitar case, and all of a sudden, he's doing the record there. Doesn't that happen?
It never happens to me, I've got to say. Never happens. I've had people coming in and out of my studio playing on records, and no one's ever mentioned it yet. And it's just if you've got a close circle of associates, then they're not going to tell anybody. Not that anything's a massive secret, but I think I think it spoils it for fans. The fans know everything that's going on. You know, they know when you start, and you're constantly tweeting shite all the time, and Instagramming this, and fucking, on your website is a constant update of what you've done. Then it's just boring. When I was growing up listening to music, you didn't know what the Smiths were up to from one year to the next, and you didn't want to know. The next thing was there was a press release and it was out. I think that for all the great things that the internet has given us, that it's destroyed the mystery of music and musicians, and I think that's a bad thing. So, but it's easy to keep it a secret. And these things that leak on the internet by other bands, they're officially leaked. You know what I mean? There's kind of, there's not many people in their offices going, "Did you see a fucking Al Gallagher? He's fucking 20 miles playing. Don't tell anybody." It's a nonsense.
Can I get your autograph on the way out?
No. Of course you can.
That's one no.
You mentioned there, firstly, having guests coming to the studio, and you also mentioned the Smiths. Have you got some guests on this record? Are they in the Smiths?
Yes.
Were they in the Smiths?
Yes. Yeah. Johnny plays on the closing track, which is going to be my next single after this one. And he was fucking brilliant. And he was coming to and from the studio with 2 guitars. Didn't mind one. 2 guitars. And nobody spotted him. And Nobody mentioned it. He didn't mention it. I never mentioned it. And I'm just telling it to you now for the first time. So there you go. And he was brilliant. And the track is far better than that single that's coming out now. Far better than that one.
What did Johnny bring to it? Just amazing guitar playing.
Well, I don't know whether you must have met him down the years. He is very, very up, enthusiastic. He's an artist, you know, and he when I tried to get him on the last record to play on What a Life, and he couldn't do it for whatever reason, and I asked him to play on this, and he said yeah, and then he didn't want to hear the track, and I said, shall I send you the track? And he said no, and I said, well, can I even give you like a hint of what it's about? And he said, no. Can I give you like anything at all, even a slight word? No. Then he got to the studio and I played it, and he went, oh, fucking hell, I wasn't expecting that. And but he brings he is a truly great guitarist, and he's one of my oldest friends. But he's got something in his guitar playing that not a lot of people have got. Maybe him and Nile Rodgers can do that thing that he does, and he's amazing. He's a top man.
We're going to just do, because we have the assembled media.
Are they press?
The press, yeah. Oh. So we will come back to the room, obviously. Not that you guys aren't important. Somebody stick their hand up. That was very, very quick. Gentlemen, if you could say your name and where you're from into the mic.
Dan from NME. Just wondered if you're eyeing up the Glastonbury headline slot next year.
Am I eyeing it up?
Yep.
Am I eyeing it up?
Do you want to do it?
Well, if I was asked, yeah, I'd do it, yeah. Yeah, I'll headline the spoken word tent. Any yeah.
Pyramid Stage. I know you were there this year with Lars from Metallica, was it?
I was there. I was there, yeah. I was there all 3 days this year, and I didn't see a single fucking band. I watched it all on the iPlayer when I got home.
It was good, that one.
Yeah. It was brilliant this year. I didn't see anything. I clapped Lars on stage, and then as much as I love him, I've known him for 20 years, it immediately dawned on me that after about 30 seconds, like, oh, fuck, this is heavy metal. What the fuck am I doing here? And we went off to go up to some acid house tent and relive our youth. But yes, if you're watching Michael Levis, which undoubtedly you are, I'll do it.
Yeah, because, I mean, arguably Oasis never really had their Glastonbury moment, did they?
We never really got on with it.
Why was that?
I couldn't tell you. I don't know. I mean, Lord knows we had the tunes, but I don't know. It never felt that the time that we did it when we should have been great was the first year we headlined it, and we got sidetracked because we'd just come out of the studio and made Morning Glory and decided, and it was fucking suicide, to play 6 tracks off Morning Glory that no one had heard. One of them being Champagne Supernova, which goes on for
about half an hour.
And I remember playing Don't Look Back in Anger for the first time to silence, which is the only time it's ever happened. And
you'll be singing along to this one day.
Yeah, we kind of did, you know, like a track from Definitely Maybe, then a new track, and it never really got going. And I think by the time we headlined it the second time, maybe our moment had passed with that kind of thing. But I'd be up for doing it. I mean, I'm going to go regardless. So, you know.
If you have another question from... There we go. Your name and where you're from.
Hi, I'm Hannah from The Guardian. Liam
dear.
has been pretty negative about some of the kind of Oasis reissues that are coming out this year. I just wondered whether you have similar views on them, or whether you're kind of quite pro.
What was his views? Just
I think he just kind of said it was kind of rehashing old stuff.
Really?
Yeah.
I bet he wasn't saying that when he's putting the cheque in the bank, was he?
So you think it's a good idea, nice idea, or? Do you
it was something I was willing to get involved in up to a point, but I was working on this record, so I didn't really get deeply involved in it. But yeah, I'm kind of yes. They're fucking
money in the bank.
I mean, you know, it's money for old fucking rope, isn't it? Not there in any way. I'm fucking taking the piss out of you lot there. Obviously not. You're brilliant and all that, but seriously though, it's money for old rope.
Let's get one more from the press. Someone hand up to somebody.
No, that's.
Oh, there we go. Yes, there we go. There we go.
Sorry. Hi, Noel. Theo from MTV. Might be a bit of a cheeky one. Any thoughts on the first 2 BDI albums? Were you a fan? Were you quite impressed?
Yeah,
or?
they're good. Yeah. Yeah.
They're not as good as this one, I'm sure.
Well, undoubtedly, I would have thought. No, they're good. They're good. You know, in fact, I was out with some of BDI the other night. They're still plugging away. Good lads.
Good relations?
Yeah. All good. We all got shit-faced and talked nonsense for hours. It was good.
Good.
Yeah. Not about a reunion, if anybody's fucking thinking. There's none of that going on.
God, will you stop bringing it up now? I mean,
I
come
know.
on, like,
I
all
know,
the time.
I know.
Really? From the bowl
I've got
above.
one
already?
here, yeah.
Okay.
Wayne Howarth.
Oh, another front row. Hey, Wayne.
It's not really a question, Noel, but...
Oh, God, what is it? An offer? Not an order, is it? I don't take well to orders.
No, I just wanted to say, I think this is going to be the only time I'm going to get to say this to you, but thank you very much for 3 great tunes.
3 great tunes?
No.
Oh, mate.
I've written about 104.
3
about
tunes.
98 others are shit. Fucking hell. Go on.
Oh, sorry, 3 tunes which literally changed my life. Champagne Supernova, Live Forever, Don't Look Back in Anger. Thank you very much.
Oh, it's a pleasure.
Oh.
So I take it from 95 onwards, you can take it or leave it. Yeah, they've kind of been all right.
We have obviously been getting questions in from online and Facebook as well, so I want to ask you a couple of these. This is from Jonah O'Leary. Is there anyone...
O'Leary?
Jonah.
Go on.
It's Dermot. Is there anyone around, anyone that isn't around today that you wish you could have collaborated with?
I don't really do collaborations very well. Hate them, as a matter of fact.
Why?
I don't know. I get all self-conscious when I'm kind of... I don't know. But if I could sit down and write a song with someone... Maybe the guy that wrote Shut Up Your Face. You know, remember that song?
Joe Dolce.
Joe Dolce.
Yeah. It's a big tune.
I reckon
that.
I wouldn't feel that self-conscious around him.
Bob Peel. Simple one. What's the worst present anyone's ever bought you?
Oh.
Getting a bit smash hits now.
I hate when people buy me clothes.
You like clothes, do you? Quite
Yeah, but I don't like people buying me clothes. That really fucking winds me up. Because it's saying a bit too much in it, do you know what I mean? I bought you a jumper. Why? Just give me a fucking gift voucher like everybody else. Go and buy my own jumpers, thank you very much.
You shop for yourself?
I do shop for myself, yeah. I wouldn't dream of buying clothes for anybody else. It's a weird thing though, isn't it? Don't you think?
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind socks and scarves and stuff, but jumpers and trousers...
Yeah, socks, they're just... Socks are sock, innit? You know what I mean? Socks are sock, apart from you're wearing trendy ones, aren't you? Yeah.
Oh, yeah, just...
They're ridiculous. But no, the worst present... Yeah, I don't know. Novelty bottle openers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Another hardcore journalistic question from Nick Boyan. Is Anae still furious with you for not going on X Factor?
Yes. Every week we watch it, she kind of, when I'm, you know, just tutting at the screen.
Really?
Yeah. She will say to me, it could have been there. Could have been there. That could have been you, slagging him off. Yeah. But yeah, no, I don't think she'll ever forgive me. I don't think she'll ever forgive me. I'm convinced I'm going to have to go and sit in a psychiatrist meeting with her when she's about 34 and it'll all come out then.
He didn't go on. Would you go on the show as a performer? Because I mean,
I wouldn't have thought I'd ever get asked.
Oh, I don't.
Well, I'm not, no, I don't think so. Have you seen the people who perform on that? They properly put on a show.
You could do that.
No, I couldn't put on a show. I don't put on a show. These lot will tell you that. No.
Okay. Let's have a look. Who would you rather go for a pint with, Gazza or Paul Merson?
Fucking hell. I've got to say Paul Merson. Gazza would be a fucking car crash, wouldn't it? Yeah. No, Paul Merson. But neither of them drink, though. Well, obviously Gazza drinks. But, I mean, yeah. That's not my idea of a good night out. No. Gazza? No. No.
The Bowl of Love.
Carl Davis.
Carl Davis. Hey, Carl, how you doing?
Tom, explain this to me. What is it with these beards at the moment?
I started the beard thing.
Did you really? Well, why? Explain to me what it is. Have you got a job lined up for Christmas or something?
Hopefully, yeah, maybe, yeah. I started this years ago and then it slowly filtered down south.
Well, clearly you started that beard years ago. Look at the size of that. It's unbelievable.
Did you? I mean, Just one. I mean,
Yeah, you're all right.
have you ever gone full?
I only had a beard once, was when I was in a car crash in America, and I had lacerations on my neck, and I couldn't shave for weeks, and I grew a beard. And I can't begin to tell you the amount of shit I got off Paul Weller on a daily basis. It was fucking unbelievable. But beards are for fucking hippies, man. No need, particularly that big.
There was that Beatles phase when they got beard and they look quite good.
I remember an NME journalist saying to me and Liam once about the Beatles, going, so, when are you going to grow moustaches like the Beatles?
No.
Like, fuck off.
That's my next question.
Was it you? Anyway, sorry, go on, carry on there.
So, if you was to form a supergroup,
yes,
with dead or alive musicians,
right,
who would they be and why? You've been asked that a few times.
Yes.
Sorry. I thought I was being clever.
No.
Well, I mean, really, in terms of the people that you want to work with, I
don't particularly want to work with anyone, and that's not being disrespectful to anybody who wants to work with me. I'm just kind of, I go out of my way to avoid working with people, if I'm being honest. I will. I just don't. I don't know. I get all. I don't know. I do work with Paul Weller from time to time, sitting on his records and stuff like that. But we've known each other for years anyway. It's a weird thing is to sit and try and co-write a song with someone. We've both got a guitar and go. So what have you got? Well, I've got this fucking brilliant chord here. Get on that. And then they say, well, what if I go there? It's like, oh yeah. It's fucking insanely weird. It is weird. But a supergroup, right? It would be an all-girl band. And all of Bananarama.
Classic lineup, Bananarama, or the more
classic lineup. Sorry, the classic lineup.
Silly question.
Yeah, they were shite after Siobhan. Who else were all girl bands? Very good. None of them. Bananarama. Me and Bananarama. Yeah.
You can see that everyone's like that in the press. Like, right, we'll have that. We're having that. Headlines tomorrow. Thanks, man.
Cheers. Yeah, I hope that's. I hope you get a good night's sleep now.
Yeah.
Sleep well after that.
Another one from the Bowl of Love.
Fucking hell! This is meant Frances Dainty. This better be a girl.
Yeah.
Oh.
Hi. Have you ever considered writing an autobiography?
That's a good question. There's a lot of money in it.
Is there? Yeah.
Keith Richards done it. Pete Townshend's done it. Bob Dylan's done it.
I got to say, I've been offered to do it a couple of times. But I read autobiographies and think, gosh, fucking that is like a proper load of homework. Do you know what I mean? That's like homework. Writing. I haven't written anything. I struggle to write, the words for a song. Never mind my life story. And even if I wrote it and I'd think it was great until I picked up in a bookshop and I'd think it was shit. I just think I don't mean any of that. Do you know what I mean? But you can write one if you like.
Yeah, you need a ghostwriter.
A what?
To do it for you, in collaboration.
A ghostwriter?
Yeah, you put your name on the front and I'll do the rest.
Well, you have to put my name on the front because it's about me. Could put your name on the front, couldn't you?
Yeah.
But I might, I guess if I ever got literally no fucking money left and nothing better to do, I'd probably consider it. But I struggle sending texts. Do you know what I mean? I'm just not that. No. Are you from a publishing company, man? No. Okay.
I just wanted to read it.
Because I will do it for 750 grand. I will.
Is your recollection pretty good?
Yeah, I remember like silly, stupid things. Like when I get home after this today, I'll be reminded. I have to be reminded where I've been this afternoon. But I can remember what shoes I was wearing when we played South Shields Leisure Centre in 93 or something.
What were they?
Adidas kick.
Nice.
Yeah. Which is a trainer, of course. Nick Russell. He sounds famous. Nick Russell.
It's not Nick. I'm actually here instead of Nick. My name's Adam. But
hang on a minute.
So,
hang on a minute. So Nick Russell has sent you to ask his question.
Pretty much.
Who is
this one's on behalf
Who
of me.
is this fucker? Who is he?
He's such a big fan, he sent someone. Is he that important?
Really?
Pretty much.
I'm going to go and get a fucking lookalike then. I'll go do a lookalike.
You can just send someone else to instead.
All right, go on then. And who are you then?
Adam.
You're Adam Russell.
Yeah. No, I'm Adam Bullied. But
Adam Bullied?
yeah. What?
Hang on a minute. Hang on. Is this some comedy?
I've got ID. Don't worry.
Is it right? No doubt. Go on.
A global #1 next year, or Man City winning the Champions League? What would you pick?
So he's asked you to ask that?
No, I just thought that myself.
So he's not asked you to ask that?
No, he's had nothing to do with this question asking process.
He's been completely cut out of this process.
This is nonsense. This is nonsense.
Forget Nick Russell.
Right, so forget Nick Russell. Who is Nick Russell? Is he a friend
I can
of
never
yours?
forget Nick Russell.
But why are you here?
Because he sent me in his place.
Where's security? Fucking throw this loser out, man. I want Nick Russell. All right, so Man City to win the Champions League or a global #1? Oh, without a doubt, a global #1.
There'll be more opportunities to win the Champions League.
Absolutely, yeah.
Cool,
Yeah.
cheers.
That's weird, wasn't it?
It was a bit strange, that. Let's do another submitted question. This is quite sweet from Katrina Gibson. What's your proudest moment? I'll extend that. What's your proudest moment? Maybe what's your proudest musical moment? You know?
As in, okay. My proudest moment, getting a record deal was a big thing for us back then. Proudest musical moment.
How did you celebrate when you first signed? Remember?
How do we celebrate?
Yeah.
Fucking shitloads of fucking drugs. That's how we celebrate. Back in the day,
Back
it
in
was
the day.
massive benders. Yeah. Yeah, like, well, you were there. And not literally there, I mean back in the 90s. And yeah, champagne and, you know, limousines.
All that stuff.
Crazy women. Lots of cigarettes. Lots of cigarettes and booze.
Proudest moment, though?
Proudest moment...
you've achieved a hell of a lot musically, you know?
I don't know. I don't really...
It must have felt nice.
It's not an emotion that I feel a great deal of half the time. And that's not meant to sound weird or anything. I don't really... I expect to be great when I do stuff. Do you know what I mean? I expect every gig to be brilliant, and I expect... So when it is, yeah. I'm just like, well, right, you know. So I don't really have a great deal of pride. If I could pick one, it would maybe getting me and Liam dragging that thing, whatever it was, to Nebworth. You know what I mean? In such a short space of time. I guess looking back on that now, that's something to be proud of, and the way that Oasis has carried on and is still going strong, you know, somewhere, you know, fucking, actually the fucking hell, yeah, getting away with doing reissuing Definitely Maybe for the 4th time is pretty fucking proud of that. Got to be proud of that, right?
Yeah, but it must be nice, you know, when the first solo record came out and now this other one's coming, like, to be established.
Yeah, but I knew that record was. I don't mean to sound conceited, but here goes anyway. I knew that record was great, so I didn't have any doubts at all that. I mean, you don't really ever truly know, but I knew that the record was great, and I thought, you know, I'm going to smash it with this, and I was quite confident of that.
There was no fear about, like,
no.
You
can't have any fear about it. No, you cannot expect these people here to come and see you mope on stage, you know, and fucking, you know, hi, thanks for coming, you know. I don't need all that shit, you know what I mean? You've got to kind of go out and, you know, like I say, stick your chest out and fucking be bigger than the arena that you're playing in without being a dick, which is difficult.
Do you ever cross the line into dickishness at any point in your career? Never.
No, that's why I wasn't a singer, you see, because all singers are dicks, as we know. That's just a fact.
Another question for that.
Jessica Peter, who have you sent in your place?
Right there.
And your name is?
Hey, I'm Jessie.
Oh, thanks for turning up. To
be honest, I will make it easy for you. I'm just really happy that you are back.
Thank you.
And yeah, that's it. Good to see you.
Thank you very much.
Really? What can I say? Come on. Thank you.
Well,
That was a perfectly good question. Thank you, Jessica. Any more people just want to say you're great, Noel?
Leanne Housey.
Hi, how you doing?
What was the first song you taught yourself to play on the guitar?
I think it was House of the Rising Sun.
Ah, I like that one.
Yeah? Not going to tell me how great I am? No? No?
Yeah.
No? Okay.
That's
start.
it.
Okay. House of the Rising Sun.
Fabulous.
Great start. Fucking tune.
Do we have another question that's been submitted? Oh, this is... OK. Let's have a look. Stefano Tanzario. What's your typical day? What's Noel Gallagher's typical day?
Okay, I get woken up by the kids. Like I was saying before, my youngest woke me up. Is it this morning or yesterday morning? I can't remember. He's got a little hand grenade, which in the middle of the night, well, it felt like the middle of the night. It was pitch black. He kind of just pulled my thing back, threw this hand grenade in the bed. I woke up to the fucking bed blowing up this morning. So that's the start of the day, and then it just rapidly goes downhill from there. Really, it's just nonsense. You know, not a great. I better not say because it spoils it for people. Do you know what I mean? I don't really do a great deal. There's nothing to do. What is there to do? There's fuck all to do. What do you do?
I wake up early, go to work.
Down.
Yeah, exactly.
There's nothing to do. There's nothing to do when you get to my age, apart from what I've suffered the last week because of the international break. Life's pretty empty without football, I've got to say.
Yeah. Apart from releasing albums and playing
Yeah, but I've done that. I fucking finished that months ago. I've literally been fucking just making shit up to do. The last 3 months has been a fucking struggle. Honestly, you wouldn't want to live in my shoes. No, you would really, but...
You see, you can see an interview with him in about 3 months' time. Just going, I'm exhausted.
It's difficult. I don't do anything. I go to the shops. I watch, I watch telly. Don't ask me what I watch.
What do you watch?
Anything with sharks in.
It's always Shark Week somewhere.
Oh no, there's a thing on the other night. Oh, what is it? What did it say? The Nazis' prehistoric creatures. Who doesn't want to watch fucking programs like that?
That's a band from Hoxton, isn't
They were trying to breed dinosaurs. I mean, even if that's bollocks, somebody's put that on the telly.
It's a good programme.
You're duty bound to watch it. Fucking hell. They're trying to breed dinosaurs. Were they fuck?
Last question from the Bowl of Love.
There's a thing on last night about some guy has tried to, after all these years, has tried to unlock the mystery of JFK's assassination. Did anybody watch that on Channel 5?
Not anyone.
Unbelievable. Do you know who shot him? A Secret Service guy by accident. That was on the telly. Channel 5. It's fucking nonsense.
Final question.
Yeah. Simon Dunn.
Simon, where are you, Simon? Hey, at the back, sir.
Oh, yeah. How many instruments do you play on the new album?
Okay. I play the guitar, the bass, various keyboards, tambourine, electric washboard, spoons, kazoo.
Electric kazoo.
Are there any other kinds of kazoos? The triangle, the wine glasses. The kettle makes an appearance, the electric kettle, and a glockenspiel, and the bathtub with the hosepipe in it. Yeah, that didn't make it onto the final thing though, but I did attempt to do that. Just the fucking guitar and the bass, that was it. That's all I can play. I do play keyboards as well, though, very badly.
Thanks very much, man. So that about wraps it up. Thank you very much for watching Chasing Yesterday, March 2nd, the new record.
Let's just call it the new record.
The new record. If you do a sequel, it would be the new record 2.
Yeah, if I could sticker now the album and just put a plain white sticker over it and just call it whatever you want.
New single coming out on November 17th, In the Heat of the Moment.
Yep.
Tour dates, as we said, kick off UK on the 3rd of March. All the dates and ticket information is up on noelgallagher.com at the moment. That only leaves me to say thank you very much for coming along. And ladies and gentlemen, it's Noel Gallagher.
Great. Thank you very much.